Hello, my name is Naghmeh Farahmand. I'm an Iranian percussionist. In this video, I'd like to share with you what I learned and experienced in Persian drumming. I learned Iranian traditional rhythms on tombak from my father and teacher Naghmeh Farahmand, and also Iranian folk and Sufi rhythms on daf from my teachers Bijan Kamkar and Masoud Habibi. In my musical life, I perform with both Iranian traditional and international musicians and teach master classes around the world. This inspired me to make this video on Iranian rhythms on daf and use the international drumming language for the strokes to make it more accessible for the people from other cultures. The daf is a Persian frame drum with the rings inside the frame. The skin is originally goat skin, but nowadays we often use artificial skin, like on the instrument I will play. Playing this amazing drum will bring a beautiful feeling of power and confidence. It's also considered a spiritual drum and used to put people into trance. In Iran, daf was originally played in Kurdish music and later introduced to Iranian classical music. Nowadays, we can also see it in other styles of music around the world. We have this image that you can think of daf as the whole universe. And when you make the rings dance while you're playing, you can make the whole world dance with your rhythm. In this chapter, we will learn the right position of holding the daf. So we put the drum on the left hand. This is the right position of the left hand while holding the drum, and we put the cutout part of the daf between the index finger and thumb of the left hand, holding it like this. And for the right hand, we put the first joint of thumb on the frame. And the right spot for it is when you move from the center of the skin to the frame, or I can say it should be 90 degrees from the left hand. So I'm saying we're holding the drum with thumb of the right hand and thumb and index of the left hand. And this way we will have our hands free to move and play. For more control and stability of the drum, we should make sure that the drum weight is balanced between two hands. And the other thing is that we should make sure the drum head is not higher than our head. Now let's start learning the three basic strokes of daf. The first stroke, which is the bass stroke, can be called dum, and we call it tom in Iran. It's played with the right hand, slightly cupped, fingers closed, pointing to the center and a little bit upward. As you can notice, it's an open stroke, so we need to play it with relaxed hand and relaxed shoulder. And also we should let the hand bounce off the drum right after we play it. And the energy of playing this stroke comes from the turning motion of the wrist and also the shoulder movement. The second stroke, which is a high stroke on daf, can be called tak. We call it bak in Iran, and it's played with the right hand. So while you're holding the drum, just open the angle between thumb and index finger until the ring finger goes to the rim of the skin. And the pinky is outside. So we play this stroke with these three fingers open. The third stroke can be called ka, and we call it chap in Iran. The sound of this stroke is between the two other strokes that we played. It's played with the left hand. Remember, we are holding the drum with the index finger and thumb of the left hand. So we have 3 fingers free to play. The power of this stroke comes from turning motion of the wrist, and also we throw the fingers upward against the skin. In this chapter, we will practice how to switch fluently between different strokes. So let's start with exercise 1. Dum, tak, ka. Dum, tak, ka. In the second exercise, we will play each stroke twice. Dum dum, tak tak, ka ka. Dum dum, tak tak, ka ka. In this chapter, we will start playing Persian rhythms. So let's start with Persian 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Dum, tak, tak. Dum, tak, tak. For the variation, I'm gonna add a ka stroke after the first dum. Dum ka tak tak. Dum ka tak tak. Combination dum tak tak, dum ka tak tak. Now let's play a bit faster. Doom, tak, tak, doomka, tak, tak.